Three.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Arif Sariajiam. My ID 242155725. Today, I am going to present our project on LED dimmer using 555 timer IC. This project is part of our digital logic design course, and we complete it under the guide of our respected instructor Somik Devnath. Next slide. Now, I would like to introduce our team members. Jubair Ahmed Toshik, Sumaya bint Aliullah, Arif Sariajiam, it's me, Anika Nawar, Rafia Jaman Author. Next slide. Here is the outline of our presentations. First, I will briefly introduce the topic and our objective. Then we will talk about the requirement component and give an overview of the 555 timer IC. After that, we will explain the working principle and show the circuit diagram. Next, we will describe how the circuit actually works. Finally, we will discuss the applications, advantages, limitations, and the conclusions of our presentations. Next slide. Introductions. An LED dimmer is a circuit that is used to control the brightness of an LED. In our project, we use the 555 timer IC to adjust the brightness in a simple way. The brightness control is done using a technique called pulse width modulations, where the LED turns on and off very quickly to create different brightness level. This project is simple, low cost and easy to build, which makes it is very useful for beginner and practical applications. Thank you everyone.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Sumaya bint Aliullah. My ID is 242155855. Today my presentation topic is objectives. In this project, our main objective is to design an LED dimmer circuit. We aim to understand how the NE555 timer works, which is very important IC in electronics. Another goal is to learn about PWM or pulse width modulation, which helps in controlling power efficiently. Using this technique, we will be able to control the brightness of an LED smoothly. Finally, this project will help us develop our basic circuit design skills. Next slide. Components required. Now let's look at the components required for this project. We need an NE555 timer IC, which is the main part of the circuit. An LED is used as the output device to show brightness variation. We also use resistor, especially 1 kilo ohm and 330 ohm to control current. A capacitor of 100 nanofarads is used for timing purpose. A 1 kilo ohm potentiometer helps us adjust the brightness manually. Additionally, we need a diode, especially 1N4007, a breadboard for assembling the circuit, a 9-volt power supply, and some connecting wires. Thank you everyone. Now I will invite the next team member to project this presentation, to continue this presentation.
Assalamualaikum, myself Anika Nawar, my student ID 242155270. Today I am presenting my project an LED dimmer using the NE555 timer IC. To understand how this works, we first need to look at the heart of the project, the NE555 IC. This is one of the most versatile and popular timer chips in the electronics world. It features an 8-pin configuration and can operate in 3 distinct modes: stable, monostable, and bistable. For this specific project, we are using the stable mode. In this mode, the IC triggers itself and free runs as a multi-vibrator, which allow it to produce a continuous stream of rectangular pulse without any external triggering. Next. Now let's talk about how the dimming actually happens. The core principle behind the project is PWM, or pulse width modulation. The NE555 generates a PWM signal where we can control the duty cycle by using a potentiometer in the circuit. We can manually adjust the width of this pulse. When we increase the duty cycle, the LED receives power for a longer duration in each cycle, making it appear brighter. Conversely, when we decrease the duty cycle, the LED stays off for longer periods, making it appear dimmer to the human eye. Last of all, the NE555 IC acts as the superfast automatic switch. By turning the potentiometer, we change the duty cycle, which is just a fancy way of saying we are changing the on-time versus off-time. This is much better than standard resistor because it saves energy and doesn't get hot. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Jumair Ahmed Toshik. My ID is 242158830. My topic is circuit diagram. Now I will going to explain the LED dimmer circuit using 555 timer IC. In this circuit, the main component is the NE555 timer IC, which is used to generate PWM signal to control the brightness of the LED. Here we are using a 9-volt power supply to operate the circuit. Pin 8 and pin 4 of the 555 timer are connected to the positive supply, and pin 1 is connected to the ground. A 1 kilo ohm resistor, a 10 kilo ohm potentiometer, and two 1N 4007 diode are used to control the charging and discharging time of the capacitor. This helps to generate PWM signal which change the LED brightness. There are 100 nanofarad capacitor connected to stabilize the circuit and reduce noise. The output is taken from pin 3 of the timer IC. This output is connected to an LED through a 330 ohm resistor, which protects the LED from excess current. When we rotate the potentiometer, the duty cycle of TPMW signal change. As a result, the brightness of the LED increase or decrease smoothly. So this circuit works an LED dimmer. Next slide, please. Now I will explain the working process of our LED dimmer circuit. First, power supply is given to the circuit using a 9-volt battery. This provides the required voltage to the NE555 timer IC and other components. Next, the timer IC generates the PMW signal. PMW means pulse width modulation, which controls how long the signal stays on or and off. After that, the potentiometer is used to adjust the duty cycle. When we rotate the potentiometer knob, it changes the on and off time of the signal. Due to this change, the LED brightness also changes. If the duty cycle increases, the LED becomes brighter. If the duty cycle decreases, the LED becomes dimmer. Finally, this process result is in smooth dimmer of LED, which is the main purpose of our circuit. Thank you. I invite the next team member to continue the remaining part.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rafia Jaman Othoy, ID 242155464. Today I will talk about the application, advantage, limitation and conclusion of LED dimmer using any 555 timer IC. Application. It is used in LED lighting control. It is also used for decorative lighting. We can control display brightness using this. It is used in automotive lighting like car lights. Advantage. It has low cost. It is easy to build. It is reliable and it is easy energy efficient, so it saves power. Next slide. Limitation: not suitable for high-power LEDs without extra driver circuit. Manual adjustment is required using potentiometer. Brightness control is not fully linear, may product slight frequency as low frequency. Power efficient depends on circuit design quality. Next slide. Conclusion. The LED dimmer using NE555 timer IC successfully control LED brightness using PWM technique. This project helps understand timer IC operation and brightness control method. It also demonstrates the practical application of electronic in real-life circuit and improve understanding of how analog and digital signal can be controlled in simple electronic system. Thank you everyone.